Your mom goes to college.
We're recording. Oh, Boz, we just fucking picked. We
Woohoo!
just designed your whole character. Don't worry.
No,
We
we were
didn't.
looking at some. We were looking at some shit for in the future, and we're like, wait, that wouldn't work.
Nice.
But
Don't
we
worry.
we do know what you need to do at 8th level.
No, we have
It,
suggestions.
yeah,
But
no, I know.
anyway,
They're more like
let's roll,
guidelines, I guess.
Austin.
Yes. Thank you, sir. It's like they're suggestions, but this is the most efficient way you could build it.
These guys have helped me build every character I've made. And
No,
John,
we're trying to figure out a way to get you to sell your soul to a devil of some sort.
that's new.
We're
I
we're,
like that.
we're already tossing around shitty multi-class and take a couple levels of warlock.
Right.
John has even helped me build some monsters that he would then fight later that week.
Yeah, he
Yep.
just wanted to do that so he'd have all the insider info on him.
Yeah, but he never uses it.
Oh, by the way, Boz, if you do have advantage on
I
the
just like
attack,
playing D&D.
you can hold left shift and it'll roll twice for you like that.
Nice.
So, okay. When last we left our heroes,
Meanwhile,
Yeah.
at the Hall of Justice.
Tux was getting
meanwhile,
hit on
back in the Fortress of Solitude.
by
We're
a
gonna do some
librarian.
quick retconning real quick.
Sorry, I blocked that from my memory.
So we're gonna do some quick.
Sorry, Bass. Won't happen
All
again.
of you guys. What the hell's going on? Hold on a second. I got this. No, it's not what I wanted to do. All right. Yeah. Yep. 1, 2,
and
3. Perfect. All right. So we're gonna do some quick retconning. We're gonna go back a little bit. And don't mute me, John.
I was gonna say, don't fucking mute me, brother. I will.
So I learned a little bit more about magic items and stuff, and I decided I wanted to go a different way with some of the what items in general are available. And there's nothing wrong, like if you're designing your own shit, there's nothing wrong, like your own game, right? There's nothing wrong with going off and making your own shit and building your own stats and stuff. But unless you're willing to do all of the research behind that, it's best to start with what's in the book, and then what's in the book is available for them. Now, if you want to fuck around a little bit with pricing and stuff, that's totally up to you. But what we're gonna do is we're just gonna say that John was able to get the scale mail. You wanted the
The
scale mail, right?
split mail was what we ended up on. I was saying the wrong thing.
Split,
Scale
yeah.
mail's medium armor.
That's also, and I didn't want John to get fucking stuck with something that he didn't actually want, right? Anyways, after all,
I mean,
that,
I love adamantine armor, but I don't want to fuck you out of crits. That's no fun for you.
so, well, I mean, no, wait, whatever. It's not what he wanted anyways. So we're just gonna say he got the one he wanted, and then the note that he got from the armorer was from Minister Ave, who was asking him to come to the library to talk, and uh, it was really just like a hangout, and then she still hit on him the exact same way. But it was just more of a I like you, and then exactly what happened with all of that is exactly what happened. And then that's pretty much the night. And then after that, you guys went back to your
Back to the hotel.
hotel. So I think that was it. That was all. That was all I was looking
That
at.
was all we really needed to retcon. Like,
Yeah.
the rest of it's just depending on how you make stuff available as we move forward.
Right.
Adam, questions?
oh, I just didn't want to take the long rest before we did the ring stuff.
Oh, yeah, no. We won't do that.
Oh, no, that's for later. That. Oh. So the other thing was quick recap. you guys were hired to do a job. Part of the job was stealing the letter from the king that you didn't really know much about. You just knew that from what you were told from sources that were semi unreliable according to the people who worked with them, vis-a-vis Scotty's character varies, didn't really trust this dude to begin with. He was the one who was saying that some shit's going on weird between the captain and the king because the captain's holding some royal stuff from the king. That's what it started out as, right? Just the fact that in that people were making
I
assumptions.
think that's what confused us to begin with.
Well, I mean, yeah, for sure. I mentioned it a few times, but
Yeah,
that's why we're going back over it. So there
yeah.
was, and some of that was unknown. Like, it's still not really hasn't been spelled out yet exactly, but there was some weirdness going on because she was holding something of royal documents, which normally is like fast coded to be delivered immediately, right? Like with all haste. So you guys were then told that you guys were going to go and do the job during a uh, there was a distraction that was going on with a. It was supposed to be a small attack, but it got much bigger than it was supposed to because I kept rolling well and it kept shit kept getting worse. So I was like, well, fuck it. So while you guys were stealing shit, you guys found some coded documents. You guys found some dossiers in the captain's office with some coded documents, and you found some coded documents up in the captain's house with the actual letters. You guys stole all that shit. And then you guys went back to try and figure out what the hell's going on. And then that's when Tux was basically not, well, he was taken into custody for the express purpose of being asked, hey, do you have any idea what's going on? This shit's getting weird. Minister Ave here is vouching for you, and your status as a citizen is still probationary. We might be able to help speed some of this shit up if you do a great job. Minister Avi was telling you that if you guys got this done before Friday, which is tomorrow, and you guys did get it done before Friday, that would be freaking badass because that's what she has hired other people to do, and everybody else was rushing to try to even get it done by Friday. So you guys were hired by the captain to go figure out what the attack was. That's when you found some extra flags and some extra shit and some extra documents that it was from basically the kingdom from where we now know the king's sister, older sister, is from or is now living and is now a ruling monarch of that island, right? Um, that's when you guys met her, and she's mentioned that those letters were from her to her brother because they were in a weirdo relationship when they were like in their teens and 20s, right? Very deep shit is basically what's going on. But they decided that that shit was not cool and no one would ever accept them. And the king basically sold her as a bride, as a trophy wife, so to speak, to this other kingdom. But that's where she was taken in as one of their own, and she did much better than he could have ever thought. Once he figured out that shit was getting weird, well, he had a weird thing going on with his. He had a wife and kid or a wife and kid that died in childbirth, and that really changed the king. He was in his late 20s, early 30s when that happened. Late 20s when he sent his sister off, mid to late 30s when that shit happened with his wife and kid, and that really changed him. That's when all of the different creeds and edicts were going around of just like him, just basically being a dick, and very opposite of what he was doing when his wife was alive, right? So all that's going on. You guys figured this shit out. She's told you some of that, um, and and you guys were essentially given a sort of hostage to as proof of purchase, right? Of saying, hey, we found these guys. These guys were outlaws from this place, and here's this dude's bounty, and this motherfucker was one of the leaders. Fuck him. Here you go. Do whatever. And that's when he had to give you his ring of finding for the queen, because that's how the queen's guard finds the queen, right? And he couldn't have that on his person. So he went into custody basically the night before, last night from today. And one of the last things that Scotty was doing is Scotty had a contact, possibly very sketchy, of a codex uh, decoder or somebody who knew about that shit. Someone in the ministry who could answer your questions and knew something about them. And he was going to meet you Friday at lunchtime at the place where I'll show you on the map. It's the
I
crypt.
feel like we give those codex documents to Varys and like send him off to do
Nah,
that and meet with that guy.
nah. Well, I mean, maybe, but you guys,
Like,
as of right now, you guys kept all that shit, and Varys maybe hasn't come back yet.
well,
Um,
he was like, I don't know. I just feel like
well, you
to
don't. I
get
don't.
some of
You guys don't
the
have to give
stuff
that up
out of
yet. You're
there.
still there. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
So that's a possible thing, right? And then you guys did find. Then, as you guys were coming back, and the sort of you guys got back Thursday, essentially Thursday morning, you guys decided, we're gonna take a long rest. We're gonna get up. We're gonna do some shopping, and then that night, Tux got hit on in an awkward way. By the way, that was not necessarily supposed to go like that, but I was giggling so goddamn much, and I was just losing my shit on the inside. I was trying not to laugh so much. It just came out worse and even more confusing than it was supposed to, which is
it's okay.
kind
Yeah,
of very on brand. I'll own that.
I
And
liked it. I'm
John,
just sorry that I was frustrated and at the end of my rope during it.
What I'm
yeah,
hearing
yeah,
is that
for
Austin
sure.
is
Because
awkward in the sack.
that was a lot of fun because I've always wanted to see how that would play out in a real way. So Tux just got found out that there's someone interested in him. Maybe something he hasn't dealt with. Maybe he's something he hasn't thought of, even as his own person, right? And this is the first time. This past battle was the first time he grew to giant size. I'm interested to see what's going on in Tux's head with like some of this shit that's going on, right? And
Yeah, we discussed that
Boz,
last night.
Boz, your character is essentially trying to be assassinated. We don't know why or from whom or really anything other than they wear red sashes and they really fucking hate you. Um, Other than what you already know of your own backstory, and you guys, basically, this is the nighttime. You are getting back Thursday night, so you still have a time for a full rest to get up and be at where you need to go to meet the captain. 8 a.m. bright and early, and then the queen or the queen of Gildor, and potentially the claim to the throne of the kingdom of Gorgos, gave you guys a list of some houses that if she could get on her side to basically throw in their weight with her, then she would be able to make a play for the throne because court politics and shit like that. So you guys have a few irons in the fire of some stuff going on. And if you guys have any questions about what would we remember, just ask me. But as of right now, you guys are back in.
The end.
Where's Roll20? Yes, you guys are back in the drunken place, right?
The
Great
great
Drunkard.
drunkard. The great
It is
drunkard.
it is nighttime, and you guys can make some plans. You've got two potential meetings tomorrow.
Well, let's load up that rain first.
However, I do love the name of the drunken place as a Stranger Things themed bar.
The drunken place.
I like it.
That's funny.
I like it.
All right, guys, poke, do D&D. You guys are there at night.
Um, Adam, are you saying something else?
Fucking
I
shit.
can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Dude,
God
I
damn,
was.
Adam, do you need me to wipe your ass too? God
Dude,
damn.
no. It's not just Adam. I was probably muted for like 10 minutes. I didn't
Yeah,
even know if I was
Austin
being shut
muted
the
us
fuck
at the
up.
Austin
beginning.
muted everybody at the beginning,
He's drunk with
And I
That is
told
power.
true.
and that's why he had to tell me not to mute him
Yeah,
because I've developed a new habit.
that's how long you've been muted. No, I had my headphones muted because I was blowing my nose. So you're welcome.
Same.
Um, yeah. So yeah, Ned's gonna basically just be like um, Hunter, as our companion seems to have attended to other business. Perhaps maybe you imbue said ring with some of your wonderful gifts and allow me to cast them on your behalf.
What do you have in mind?
Well, you load that bad boy up with some weaponry, and then I take it, and then I shoot the magics, and you also can still shoot the magics.
Yeah, it makes sense to have more than just one.
Cool.
That seems like a genius proposal.
And then she would probably ask you like what's in your repertoire, as we're players in a game. Like I know. Um, so here's what we're thinking, Boz. You can only put in what you have left, spell slot
Okay.
wise.
And 5 total levels.
Right. So we're thinking 1 second level healing word, and the rest of fairy fire.
Okay.
Or John, do you want to do 2 fairy fire, 1 healing word, and a second level healing word?
I like the more fairy fires.
I do too.
That way, we can get it off. The whole off in that first round, the
Right.
first turn.
Well, and maybe it misses. You know.
Yeah, and if it misses, he can pop it off if need be. Because
Right.
that, if we have strong enemy or a bunch of enemies or whatever it may be, any enemies, that's always a
Right.
great spell to start every combat off with.
Yeah. Okay.
Until you
So
run out of them.
all I gotta do is track this shit, Boz. You don't
Especially
have to
now
do.
that you got
You don't have to do anything.
Okay.
9 total spell slots per day at 5th level.
Oh shit. What the fuck?
So you got a lot. Like at first level, you had 2. Now you're at 9, so you got a lot more shit. You can cast spells a lot. You can cast spells every round if you want to, and that's not good. That's not going to be like run you out. Even if you got ran out of all your spells in the first 9 rounds we fight, you then can turn into a bear.
Right.
And we also boosted up some of your other stuff. You have a nice range attack now that you can step back and blast people with. Like you have a lot of options, and it's I like it. It's an interesting druid build, and it's
You know what? Fun. You know what else? Turning into a bear. I mean, you're you, and then you're a bear. That's a pretty strong opening.
And we'll have 2 large creatures running around the battlefield.
Also, it makes you more attractive to a certain set of men.
Yes,
being a bear.
True.
It's true. I've heard.
Just like Adam.
I don't know if I'm tall enough to be a bear, but I'll take it.
Dude, it's in the attitude.
I'm not skinny enough to be an otter.
I don't know what an otter is, but
it's a not fat. It's a skinny bear.
Gotcha.
Like
a
bear
skinny
cat.
gay guy with beard
and body hair.
Oh, body hair's the
yeah.
big part.
I think
okay,
body hair is more, but yes. So. No. Before we go to bed, Annette's gonna be like, hey, so you can be big now? The fuck?
Yes, apparently. It's very odd. I've never had that happen before.
Yeah, no shit.
I had that same problem when I was 13.
I believe it's tied. I believe it's tied to the magic runes that I believe the giants who carved on me.
I mean, I saw this guy over here. He got big, but he turned into bear. That makes no. It doesn't really make more sense.
This symbol here on my forehead is the orcish symbol for engorge.
Ew.
I believe
engorge.
That is what's causing.
That's the word you're using, John?
Yes. That's
What
the fucking
the
word I was
fuck?
using.
It's when
That's
he
what I
gets-
went with.
it's when he
You
gets
went all
fully
phallic,
aroused.
so I'm fucking steering into it.
Don't ever
Yeah,
say the
it's
word
when he gets
engorged
fully
to me ever again.
Obvious.
That's what it says. I thought it said engraved. I was like, yes, it is.
I thought it said erect.
You speak giant, Hunter?
He might.
No, I just talk big.
That makes sense. I think. Right, Annette?
Let's go with yes. Okay, so everybody can turn into cool shit except me. I just keep stabbing stuff.
I mean, you legitimately turned into something else. You are now a woman, so there's that.
Wait, what?
No, he was saying that as Annette.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm just saying that in general, though.
Yeah.
He's saying
Yeah.
OOC.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I mean, I could do that, but it's costly, and I don't think it really fits with my whole mentality.
Just go grab Brandy's nicest dress and put it on while we're playing.
Nobody wants to see that, John.
That'd actually be pretty fun. I would.
Yeah, sure.
I feel like
I'll
I think-
next week. I'll just wear.
Of course you would, Granny Robot fucker.
I'll color a cardboard box gray and stick it on my head.
I'll just I'll just show up to next week's session in one of her bras.
I mean, Baz, you're good. You just need pointy ears.
I got
that
'em.
background's perfect.
I got big ass ears.
I mean, you got semi elf ears, but not exactly the point we're looking.
Smell fears.
Annette's gonna go. Well, people turn into things. People trying to kill Hunter. That's been a long day for me. I'm gonna hit the sack. Hunter, thanks for the ring. I will make sure it benefits you as much as it benefits the rest of us.
Hey, I just take it as you truly fit into this world as who you are. We're still adapting.
You're still trying to find it. That's a nice spin on it. You should work for the politicians. Yes.
I'm sorry, Annette, if my new discovery has made you feel inadequate.
Right.
It was not my intention.
Just keep your big metal ass in the way, and I have no problems with you, friend.
Always.
Does Annette have anything that Engorgeous?
I don't think so.
She seeks them out at the bar sometimes.
Right? Yeah. Yeah.
Well, nipples engorge, don't they?
If you've had a baby, if she's never had a baby, probably not.
Do we want to see? Or do we really want to go down this road again?
I mean,
guys?
they can engorge if they get an infection.
Yeah, this is getting sexier by the minute. I'm going to bed. Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Bye.
Oh, Hunter, are you two off to bed?
Yeah. Actually, I'm gonna get on the bed.
Okay.
Get on the plane.
Thank you, Carlin.
I'm getting in the plane.
Love that joke.
Okay. Long rest. I don't think I need to click this, but I'm clicking it.
Oh, I need to click it because I'm down like one total.
You need to click it too, Buzz.
Alright.
Skip it.
Yeah.
Flop it.
And then when
it
it says take long rest, you got to click it again to confirm.
Yes.
It's stupid.
Okay, cool.
Nice. I got extra attack.
Oh yeah,
John
John
the
gets
most exciting.
John
part.
gets to swing twice now, Boz.
Every round I swing twice, and I can take a -5 and do 10 static damage on every hit added on to my normal damage.
Yeah.
So he can take off fucking heads like it's nothing now.
Yeah. Okay.
Not that was too hard.
Do we go through the night unmolested, Austin? Poor choice of words. Unbothered.
That makes me want to now.
Tux, as he powers down, I think me and Austin kind of talked about this. He would have another dream.
Okay.
So I was actually thinking about just playing this one out real quick. Are you good with that, Austin?
I love it, dude.
Okay. So as he drifts off to sleep, or not to sleep, but as he's scanning the room and he's just looking back and forth across the room,
Chilling so far.
his vision kind of just starts, as he's looking back and forth, he starts looking faster and faster and faster. And then he starts to see static. And as it clears, he starts to see that overgrown uh, library that he once worked in, now overgrown with foliage looking similar to the background behind Boz. And
Dope.
as he watches a handful more years pass through memories of just bugs crawling across the ground, a few deer walking through the wreckage of the old library. As the years pass, time goes on, and one day, uh, an image starts to make its way towards him. It's a group of tiny creatures, bipedal,
Ding ding
black feathered
ding ding ding
creatures,
ding ding.
and as they come in and start scavenging the library, they they start collecting all these pieces, and eventually one of them walks over, and Tux in his memory identifies it immediately as the species the Kenku. It's a um, raven humanoid basically, and they speak in a mimicry language, and he hears them all just conversing back and forth, and it's in different voices. Like they'll say, "My name is Jeff," and then if it's saying something like "I want tacos," it's going to sound like Susie saying "I want tacos." It's just this weird amalgamation of conversation. It's hard to follow. It's hard to really understand what they're saying. At times, even Tux is struggling. Um, and slowly, he sees his head getting carried around and moved around. He sees different pieces being carried past his view. He's not able to turn his head, so he doesn't know what's going on. Um, and eventually, after a handful of time passes, his head gets picked back up and it gets set on top of something. And for the first time in years, it almost feels like he awakens back up and he once again has been attached to a body, no longer the body he remembered, the tiny C3PO body he would have started with. He now has this big hulking figure that he's attached to. And he goes on to recall the next 15 years of traveling with these Kenku.
Ding,
They
ding,
built him as a protector
ding, ding,
for
ding,
their
ding.
traveling family of probably about 50 when they were at their largest. And he traveled with them for 15 years, and he became very much a part of their culture. A part of this group is like a family. Tux protected them from all sorts of dangers that they ran into in the wild, different encounters with goblins, kobolds, minor monsters. And one day, after he was with them for quite some time, uh, they were beset upon by a manticore that flew in. A manticore is this large lion winged beast with a human's
Come on,
face.
dog. We've all seen
and
Onward.
Okay.
I'm fucking with you.
Baz looked like he didn't know what the fuck I was talking about, so I was explaining it.
It was on there.
Okay.
It's like an evil griffin.
Yeah, but it's a real nasty creature, and it comes down, and as it swoops in, it just comes in on them like out of nowhere. They did not expect this attack, and it's hurling tail spikes as it circles them and takes out like 10 or 15 Kenku in the first couple passes. And eventually, after it gets swung at by Tux a couple times, and he's just too short and can't get there, it keeps making these passes, and it's taking out the Kenku, like taking them out. And Tux just feels helpless, like he can't protect his family. That's the overwhelming feeling, is he's supposed to protect these people, their family, and He can't take care of them, and he's just whiffing and whiffing. And then all of a sudden, that rune on his forehead grows bright blue, and he engorges. And he takes one big swipe at this manticore, and as he drags him across his underbelly and wounds him, the manticore passes back around and takes a paw at the remaining Kenku and slashes them all as they fall. And as Tux wants to raise his hands and charge at the manticore, he feels every bit of his being just being ripped apart, like everything he cared about and loved. The creatures that brought him back to life, gave him a purpose for these 15 years, have just been destroyed. And power leaves him. He powers down, and he just stands there, frozen. Shrinks back down to size. The manticore comes over, looks at him for a while, paws at him a couple times, like bites his forearm, tastes the metal, and grabs the Kenku, flies off. And as the years pass, at this point, he has, that's where he would come back to consciousness. The fuzz would come back, and he would see the room as he's moving back and forth. His eyes stop, and he's staring straight dead across the wall. And he sits down and kind of almost like a fetal curl, like sitting against the wall, and he just starts rocking, and you guys probably hear kink, 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 kink. Just slowly, as he's kind of barely like hitting the wall, or maybe his butt rocking on the floorboard is making just a knocking noise. I don't know if it would wake you, but if it does not, you find him sitting there just kind of rocking back and forth when you awaken.
I'm gonna make a perception check. Yeah, I'd wake up. You okay over there, big guy?
It happened too late. They all died. There was nothing I could do.
Hunter didn't die. He's still good.
I loved them, and they died. They were my family.
Oh, okay. What are we talking about?
I had another memory, dream. I don't know if I know anymore. It's very confusing. And he recalls the tale that I just told you. And he recalls like the last 10 seconds, like in like crazy depictive detail, the emotions he felt like he was feeling. Something he's never really felt before. Like he grew as a part of this community. Like he was their protector. That he saved so many of these people, and to watch them all just get taken away from him like it was nothing, like he couldn't do anything about it, just felt just broken. And he's very sad. You've never seen him in this state before, anything like this. But he recounts the tale, and I don't remember these emotions. I don't know that I've had too many encounters with them before. But I think I loved them.
Well, that's no fun. I'm sure. It sounds pretty terrible.
They are gone.
Well, did you do your best?
I did, and I could not protect you.
Well,
You should not trust me. I will not protect you, man.
You've given me no reason not to trust you up to this point.
I
I
will
mean,
fail you. It is proven.
I mean, I, I have a tough time believing that. We've been in a scrap or two over the years, and hasn't been anything that hasn't given us more than a couple of bruises.
But what if we chase something bigger? What if we're making a mistake? What if I was stupid and should have known better?
Well, I mean, first of all, with your wealth of knowledge, the last one anything can call you is stupid. However, here's what I'll say. I believe it was maybe a mere 2 days ago or so, when I was the one that was all hesitant to leave the dock. Didn't that's not this guy. Where'd that guy go? We finally got some adventure. It's time to find it, yes?
Plus,
Maybe.
you didn't have me there to kick your ass, to push your ass faster. Too.
That's true. We got this guy. He's a bear and shit.
Yeah.
That
I am
is
bear
relevant data for the
Excuse me, bear
for
fucker.
the situation.
Do you need assistance?
He could fuck a bear if he is in the form of a
He
bear.
doesn't have to turn into a bear to fuck a bear.
No, it's also valid.
We're very inclusive, apparently.
You believe I will not fail you in that?
You haven't given me you know what I always say? You give someone the benefit of the doubt until they give you a reason not to. You haven't
Plus,
given me a reason not to trust you yet.
Could you get big like last time, but before? You know what I mean?
I can do that.
Yeah.
Also, I heard you talking in your sleep about the word engorge, and I think the word you mean is enlarge, so please stop saying engorge.
No. Oh, by the way, side note, name of the episode is Drop Dead Engorgeous.
Yep, it is. I'm gonna write that down. Thanks for being gross.
Boz, I was doing it all for you, and I think it worked out just perfectly. I made your night. All the uncomfortable nights I've put you through recently, this is my payback.
So yeah. She says, look. Did you told okay, so were any of those birdmen any good with a blade?
They carried simple weapons, but they could not defend themselves well.
Right. I'm going to take that as a no.
They were smart builders,
Sure.
resourceful, knew their land, but
I'm
with
sure-
the blade, not well.
So, Annette, you're asking if these giant bird people have any hidden talons?
Oh, they aren't giant. They're tiny, but wow, that was bad.
He pulled something on that one. She goes, look, I'm sure they had many great qualities, but like I said, I'm going to take that as a no. She reaches it under the, like, beside the bed, pulls out both the blades, kind of like shakes them together. She goes, I'd be willing to bet that these two in my hands were worth at least 10 of them. Plus, we've got Hunter over here, or more. I was lowballing it because I did not want to insult your family.
I mean,
But
a bird in a hand.
yes, this guy. She takes the
They
two
were scavengers.
She takes the two blades and does a shitty rim shot for you.
Yeah.
She says, "Look, you're better now. I'm better now. I'm sure it's okay to be sad now. It's not okay to be scared. Okay?
Actually, I say it is good to be scared. Use it.
Why is it, Hunter?
Well, any emotion in battle is not a weakness. It's a strength. It just depends on how you channel it. Fear can be used to help push you faster, harder, and stronger.
That is a very interesting calculation.
I mean, it's the fear of death that helps push us all.
But Hunter, is it also not true that fear leads to anger, anger leads to hate, and hate leads to suffering?
Only if you watch the trilogy.
Yeah, I can make bad jokes too, bitch.
So, uh,
Ugh. um,
but Hunter, I don't know if I can die.
Well,
here's
death isn't just what happens after you die. It also happens to be. It can be an emotion. You can suffer eternally in death. Sometimes life can be death. If you can't die, you're just suffering over and over again.
Life can be death. Hold on a second, guys. I think I have to call here for tonight. I got some shit. I gotta go think about.
Austin's not high enough for this episode.
Austin, come on, join the club.
Sometimes life can be worse than death. That's some Dumbledore shit.
For sure, dude.
Yeah, if you're cursed with immortality, you're wishing you're living
That's
a
every
a fate
vampire
worse than-
movie ever.
Exactly,
Right.
you're living a fate worse than death.
Right.
Can you be a person if you can't die?
Austin must be talking like the Twilight movies because that's
Can
probably the
you
only
be
one
a
they don't
person
mention that
if
in.
you can't die? Plenty of things can die that aren't people.
Mm-hmm.
Plants can die.
Plant.
No, he said if you can't die.
Oh.
Can you be a person if you can't die?
You can't die.
You would not be a
elf is
person.
human, right?
Well,
Elf
no.
is a person. A gnome can be a
Well,
person.
I
It's
mean-
having like it's opposed to saying human dignity. It gets at the dignity of a fellow person, a fellow conscious sentient being.
Now
So
I'm not high
But,
enough.
it's
like-
all personhood. They have a personhood, right? But can you really be a person if you can't really die? I mean,
Like-
what if someone squished your helmet till
Like the head of your dick, or
I don't know? What if? Yeah, I don't know. That's a very interesting. That's very
Well,
interesting.
typically immortal creatures can still be killed.
Sure.
They just can't be
Well, you
they
had your
can't
head taken off.
die by any natural causes.
You had your
So
head taken off, though.
You can kill
Like a-
them.
like a
So-
jellyfish.
So superficial damage would kill them, but no disease would ever even hurt them. Aging does not happen to them
Okay,
once they reach maturity.
I've got us back to this.
Yeah, but
Back to this. Hang
Tuck's a
on.
person.
So
Tux does not age.
So you
He's back to
said the last thing you said was something about I don't know if I can die. Because he was
Yes.
saying, hey, use your fear to,
Yes.
prevent death. So she's
Yeah.
going to go from there. She says, hey, you big metal fuck.
We can die.
Yeah, we can die. That'd be bad, right?
That's
And
why
she's
I'm
like
scared.
laughing. She's laughing, and I know you're
Yes.
shitty at picking up social cues, but
Yes.
she's like, well, okay.
Why is this talk of death funny?
Because sometimes life is death.
And sometimes I read it in the fortune cookie once.
Yeah.
She says, it's not funny. She says, but if you spend your whole time crippled by the fear of death, what's the point of living? Even if that fear of death is someone else's death.
Otherwise, go to a library or
This
museum
is
and just
true.
be a part of the museum. Just
Right.
go and just.
Yes, that
But-
the innkeeper from outside has a good point.
Yeah. He's telling you to get a job.
We shall. We
Sorry
shall.
for listening in, guys. Is everything okay?
Yeah, we need more towels.
Okay,
shall
I'll get you more
continue
towels.
Yeah.
Could
Ripley's
you,
over here asking if we believe it or not.
could you also find my accent? It's all over the shop today.
Your accent sounds wonderful to me. Thank you.
Yeah, it's a nice Scottish, German, Finnish.
Italian
Swedish.
sometimes.
Can you please go the fuck away so we can finish this conversation?
Don't get
And move on. So
Well-
yeah, he would be like I believe you're correct. Maybe I'm just being childish.
It's not childish. It's okay to be afraid of things. Everybody's afraid of things. I was
You're
afraid
wrong.
of
You're
using
being human.
right. If anything, it makes you more like us. If that is something you desire,
Like I said, you can't die and we can't. Just remember that.
that's right.
This
when you feel all sad and shit.
this is a lot to think about.
Well,
I'll have things to do while you're sleeping.
run the numbers and get back to us.
Will do. Thank you both.
You got it, dude. Here's your big Michelle Tanner thumbs
Good
up.
night, Michelle.
Night, John boy.
So the innkeeper comes back in with
Fucking
more
guy.
towels, and would you
There's a lot.
would you care to put any food or anything?
No, it's 3:30 in the morning. You know I can't eat at this time of night.
Sorry, there's just not much to do.
I ate
and
dinner
it's
at 5 p.m.
I apologize. Goodbye. Good night.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye. Oh fuck. Yeah. Well, no, it's yeah, I'm glad he's got things to think about. That's fun.
Did anyone else have any?
I did not have any dreams.
What was Hunter thinking about when he was going to bed?
Try something to eat.
You didn't order anything from the inn guy.
Yeah, he's just waiting for breakfast. He's just like, damn, that breakfast.
It's like,
I'm
we
gonna
get
kill
some
that.
biscuits and gravy. It's gonna be off the chain.
No. I'm waking up at 5 a.m. so I can get that cereal from the twist tile.
The vending gumball
Yeah,
machine
the
cereal.
Texas shaped waffle.
Nice.
You know,
Oh man, that's awesome.
All right, so
The eggs
See,
that
those
were
of
just
us in
using
every
powder.
other state just eat normal round waffles.
Yeah, we just
'cause
get-
we're
Sometimes
we're
they're
not worried
square.
about our fucking state pride, you fucking.
Sometimes they're square
Wusses.
waffles.
Yeah, it's
Very
either
Vermont.
square or circle.
John-
Those are the fucking
John-
two shapes.
John, maybe the whole time we've been eating Colorado and Wyoming shaped waffles and we just haven't known it.
That is really just Tennessee.
What?
we actually do have there's a buffet that Nurse and I really like to go to. It's across the highway at the Sheridan Hotel. It's a really nice little buffet at the bottom, and the only way you can get waffles is Texas shaped waffles. That's the only kind that they make.
It's a fucking weird place, man.
It's
You're
a
like,
Texas thing.
excuse me, I do not want to eat this Texas shaped waffle. They'd be like, then you can't have any waffles. That's the only thing.
Austin, honestly, just like your personality, I'm surprised you haven't moved out of Texas on principle.
Are they at least like bigger? Like, are they like fucking
I mean,
this
just
big?
I can't be around these types of people anymore.
Austin, if you wanted to, you could make a pretty good Nevada out of Texas.
You just bite off the top and then turn it.
Yeah.
Is that what you like to do? Try to see what states you can get out of Texas?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah,
You can probably get a West Virginia, definitely.
you can
all
bite
the square shapes,
off
like
that little
Colorado.
wedge to the west, and then some of the bottom, and bam, you got Louisiana.
See,
you
I
guys
would just want to take pictures of people proud of the Texas waffle. That's what I would want to
I can't tell if I have to fart or if I have to shit. I'll be right back.
Don't trust it.
do. Yeah. Do not play around with those.
No, man, I'm sitting here.
You
I'm
know,
like,
Austin, totally random. My wife just started laughing like crazy in the other room. It wasn't because of what you said, but it just sounded hilarious. It was great timing.
That's the best. My son refuses to eat a lot of things, so he eats a ton of potato chips for his diet. It's like one of the few things he'll eat.
Sure.
And he has problems with farts he can't trust,
Yeah.
and has had a couple accidents in
You-
school.
You gotta stop feeding them them Olestra chips.
Well, it's Lay's Classic or his favorite. That's what he wants. Those
Really?
are Tostinos.
Um,
He does Doritos
I
from
don't think I've
time
ever
to time.
craved a Lay's classic.
Lay's
one of my
Lay's
favorite.
classics with fucking Pepsi is the shit.
I don't.
I like
I usually
salt.
just end up having them because like it's the
'Cause
last
they're
of the
there.
pack of boxes and stuff,
Right.
Yeah.
The variety pack is empty.
or like the barbecue place I ordered from just automatically gave me those.
Can I tell you guys that I bought a new book solely for one monster, and I'm about to show you what it is.
Nice.
Hold please.
Is it a good one?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. It's a
What?
beat. What's
I don't know why.
what's
I don't know why.
CR1?
Yeah. Hang
Oh,
on.
amazing.
I don't know how it's different from the giant octopus, so I'm about to pull that up too. But it's called the Rocktopus.
Damn you, Sharktopus.
That is fantastic.
Okay.
Dude, I love that giant octopus. That's
It
amazing.
it can't hold. Yeah, I sent Boz all the CR1 monsters. That's your best
10
bet if you're
foot
swimming.
speed, 20 foot, 20 foot, 10-foot climb. It doesn't look like it has
No
a
Punch.
swims,
swim speed.
but it does have water breathing, which is weird.
Well, it's a rock.
It's a Rocktopus.
No, it was a rock
Oh, it's because it can
monster.
breathe only underwater. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
breathe only underwater. Same as the octopus. I
Does
think,
the octopus have a swim speed on it?
yeah,
Go back
60
to
feet, 60 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes
But
sense.
when are you climbing underwater that you would need to that you
Well,
couldn't
if it's
just
only
swim?
moving along the ground and up underwater mountainous areas, because there's tons of those under the ocean.
This would be awesome if you need to be stealthy underwater.
Like,
I'm guessing it was a shit.
I'm pretty sure different areas of the ocean have like mountain ranges under the fucking depths of the sea.
Right.
I
but
don't
what
know
I
a ton
but,
about it,
but
but
what I'm saying is get off of them and swim 60 feet instead of climbing 10
it's a
feet.
rocktopus. Where do you think it lives?
Yeah, I
A
get that.
pussy?
Yeah, it rocks the puss. Um, but
Like, I
We begin
think
to
it's
rock
built to be literal,
that puss.
yeah, I get it.
not to be useful.
Look, I just bought it because of that monster.
That's awesome.
Let's see.
It is dope.
There's other
What
things
book
that-
did you buy for that?
Out of the Abyss.
Oh.
Let's see. Here we go. It's got more stuff, I'm sure. Out of the Abyss. Oh, dude, this has the
Demogorgon.
I already had that, but yeah.
Do you have the Hunt for the Thessal Hydra?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, that's a good one. I read that when Mike had
Oh,
it.
I got this, but it wasn't
I actually really liked it.
CR23.
Nope. It's
Why
saying
did-
Tomb of Annihilation.
That's fucked up. Why is it giving me
Did you not filter it yet?
filter? Here we go. Yeah, I didn't. Here we go. It's got like 70 fucking monsters in it. Like it's got some cool shit. But I just cave badger.
That's just gonna.
Bridesmaid of Zugdami? Well, I bet that thing's
It's got
nasty.
It's got a beholder of some sort
Where?
right below the bridesmaid
Oh.
of Sogdian.
That's the regular beholder that's in the
Oh, okay.
monster manual.
Gotcha. It's just used in that. Ooh, there's infant and young basilisk.
Apparently.
That's cool.
It doesn't have it does have petrifying gaze. Does the infant
Nice.
one? Infant one does
Yep.
not have it.
Okay. I was gonna say there is a CR1 half or maybe even 1/8 or a quarter, but it's a weird bird that has a petrifying bite.
I
think.
mean, dude, if you want to talk about low level fucking scary monsters, it's like the banshee or the shadow or
you're talking deadly, yes.
yeah, or the intellect devourer.
Yes.
I mean, Banshee could easily TPK us, and it's a level below RCR.
yeah.
I mean, forget about it. Also, that other thing with the stench, but I can't remember what the fuck it's called. Lonelywood Banshee, what's the difference there?
Same CR.
Hang on. Let me
Maybe
open these in different tabs. Maybe they have different shit.
Speaking of shit, it was a shit. It was on a fart. I'm glad.
Called it.
Now I'm kind of
Get
sad.
my wife some-
Now I'm kind of
you don't
sad
know
he got
for
out.
sure. The walk to the toilet could have worked that one out. You don't know for sure.
Austin,
True.
you missed it. I told them I bought a brand new book of D&D because I had a monster called the Giant Rocktopus.
Nice.
Yeah.
I approve that message. I need to take another quick break. My wife
Shit.
wants some food. I'm gonna go downstairs and make her some food. So if you guys want to take a smoke break, except for John, who's not allowed to take smoke breaks.
I'll be here.
Yeah,
I'll just do it while I'm sitting here.
have you
Fuck
guys
off.
have you guys done the thing where you put shit in the ring yet?
Yeah, we've done
Yeah,
that.
we already did everything. We're waiting.
Yeah, we're just ready
just
for you
chilling.
when you're ready. I will continue to look at fun monsters.
I will continue to be on my phone.
Let's look at all the gargantuan monsters and sort them by CR.
Yeah, how engorged can they get?
What?
I will get
How
to,
engorged can they get?
I will get to huge at a certain point.
There's a gargantuan gelatinous cube. Holy shit.
Oh God.
That would be terrifying.
Whoa.
What's gargantuan? 6 by 6? 5 by 5?
5 by 5 or 6 by 6? Because it's 2 by 2.
That was a Fall Guy, right?
3 by
Gelatinous
3.
Yeah.
Nice.
And then
There's a brontosaurus? Shit, Bonds, this is what you need to turn into.
That'd be
Actually-
awesome.
it might only be 4 by 4, to be honest with you.
How big is gargantuan 5e? Gargantuan 20 by 20 or larger, so 4 by 4.
Okay.
There's a T-Rex, Boz. But I don't know that you can do it with polymorph.
There's plenty of dinosaurs in there.
Yeah,
Aren't the
it's-
T-Rex. The T-Rex
it's
you can't get
CRA.
to without polymorph.
Right, but it has 136 hit points, and you can do a bite attack at 4d12 plus 7 for damage, plus a tail attack at 3d8 plus 7. But it's so big that you can't attack the same target with both attacks. Basically saying you can't bite something right in front of you and then also whip your tail up there. I really like that mechanic.
Yeah. The T-Rex is done really well.
The T-Rex is probably the coolest thing you can polymorph into, right?
Yeah. Unless you want to have the fun of being a Gorillon.
There's not really a Gorillon, though. Is there?
There's
a giant ape. The Gorillon
Type
had
in
4...
Gorillon. It might be a large monstrosity. Or a huge monstrosity.
Isn't Gorillon just gorilla with an N?
I think so.
There's a giant ape.
No, there is. I've seen it's a white 4-armed ape. What fucking manual is that?
Formed ape in 5e. Oh, okay, it's spelled different. GIR. There it is. I got it. Oh, damn. That is cool. Okay, this thing's badass. I found it, John.
Girolon.
It's called the Girolon,
Okay.
according to their pronunciations. I got it right here, shithead.
I knew it was in there.
It's pronounced Girolon,
Okay, I'm sorry.
apparently. No, I didn't.
can't.
I didn't know.
speak.
It's spelled different too.
Oh,
Here it is. Look at this
and
one.
I was like,
Look
that's
at-
the gorilla. Yeah.
Look at that bitch.
It's a monstrosity, though. I don't know that he
No, you can't.
polymorph will do that. Yeah. And it's only a CR4, but it's cool as fuck looking.
You can make fucking 5 attacks. But yeah,
Damn.
that thing's dope. I just like
Yeah.
the art on that thing.
I'm trying to. I think that's in Volos. Yep.
Any beast whose challenge
See,
rating is
I would
equal.
say Goralon.
Well, they have a
Goralon.
they have a thing on D&D Beyond with a little speaker. And it pronounces it, and it said Giralon. I don't know.
I
So
don't like that.
the new
I don't
form,
like that at all.
the new form can be any beast whose CR rating is equal to or less than the target's or the target's level. So Polymorph's 5th level, you have to be what, like
Any beast.
you have to be like 8th level to cast Polymorph, right? Oh, it's 4th level.
It's 4th level, then you got to be 7th.
So you can't turn him into a T-Rex right away. You got to level up one more time and then T-Rex it up.
Yep. You can do that to yourself or anybody else in the party.
Or I could just
think
check
he
out.
stepped away.
He did. His wife is hungry.
No, Baz.
Oh, maybe. CR7. There's only one CR7 ape, or one CR7 beast.
Well, you can only get up to CR6 even as a moon druid. He'll max out CR6.
I know. I was talking about polymorph though.
Oh yeah. Yeah, there's not a. There's. I think the T-Rex is like the highest CR one in the book.
Oh no.
What CR is the T-Rex?
Beasts.
Yeah.
Sperm whale. Huge. Here's a.
Oh, underwater ones probably. There's a couple.
What about? There's a in Descent into Avernus. There's a Traxigor, CR12 beast tiny. I don't have that book.
Okay, I have that book, but I did not know that was the thing.
Traxigor. Stat.
That book's actually sitting right behind me, so let me pull that up.
Here it is. You're not gonna give me a stat block for this motherfucker? I can't find the stat block for it. I don't think I have that book.
I don't see a stat block in here. Oh wait, maybe I'll find it here.
I'm gonna say go to the index.
I'm there.
Oh.
So, Traxigor, how do you spell that?
Traxigor.
Okay, I have a Tressum, which is a CR0 tiny monstrosity.
I don't know.
Hell Wasp, Fiendish Flesh Golem, a Hollyphant. I figured that's how you spell Traxigor. I just was not seeing it, so.
Okay,
I have a Heroic Toic.
Okay, so the only CR12 beast in all of 5e is something named a Traxigor. Opening up his stat block, I read the blurb about him being a... Is there some kind of otter in that book? Something about an otter wizard? Apparently it's some sort of plot device in the book. I don't know. I would love to play that book, I think.
I have it if you ever want to look at it. Oh, you said play.
Yeah, play it. I don't want to run it. I want to play it. Because I know there's also like a pedals to the metal style part of it.
All right, guys, I'm back.
Is Boz here?
Everyone back?
Okay.
Where the fuck did Boz go?
That's fine.
Okay. Austin's just
Yeah,
pretending to have farts and
if
stuff.
you had a name for
'cause he's
me or
afraid
something,
of-
I might be able to find this character. But
I don't know, dude. Like I said,
Traxador.
I
Is
found
there like an index in there?
there should be an index in it.
I'm not seeing an index.
It's usually at
There's
the
a lot
back.
of cool art. Yeah, I know. There's a lot of cool art on those pages.
He's
where
a
you normally find
he's
an
a
index.
wizard.
Like, there's some dope ass art.
I don't know, man. Austin, do you
But-
like this monster in the Roll20 chat?
He's a wizard. That's gonna fucking help me, Austin.
Oh, so
I know. I mean, there's the Archduke Zerial of Avernus.
definitely.
That guy's a CR26. And there's a Yengoth. It's like a demon version of a gnoll. Yenok. Yeenoghhu. Who the fuck that is?
Totally.
You have a Tressum, which is this weird cat
Alright.
thing. But,
Put that book
oh,
away.
we're back.
Let's roll.
No!
Go, Austin.
Don't.
All right, so you guys wake up, and you go downstairs to get your foods, right? And they know what you want by now, because you guys came in there with a bunch of people, but you guys stayed a few days later than everybody else. Everybody else cleared out after pretty much the first night, where you guys were pretty much chilling there because your shit got fucked up, right?
Right.
As you guys are downstairs eating, the innkeeper comes to your table. Excuse me. It seems we were cleaning up your room, and it seems like you guys have some extra towels. And I was wondering where you guys got those from.
You forgive us. The night man. I didn't catch his name. He was sort of interrupting a conversation, so I sent him on a kind of a gopher errand as a prank. You can have them back. We didn't even touch them.
Well, that's the thing. We don't have a night man, and we're not sure where you got these towels from because they're not ours. So
Well, it sounds like
Why
you have
would
new
you go
towels.
through our room looking at towels? That seems like an intrusive.
Hunter, did you forget
Part
to
on
hang
our
the do not
privacy.
clean tab on the door again?
No, what you're
Well-
supposed to do is put the towels in the tub, and then now they know to wash those.
to answer your question, sir, as a courtesy, we like to try and go in and pick up trash, especially we know with everything that you guys have been through with your homes down south being burnt and stuff. And then that's where, those
Does that make us messy?
well, the trash doesn't empty itself, does it? And you guys don't know where the trash can is. So it's just a cleaning service, and I found the towels, and I was wondering where you got them from, I guess. But
If they do not
I'll
belong,
I'll alert the owner of someone going on at night, claiming to be.
Yes, you should do that. Perhaps if we are around that night and we see him again, would you like us to capture him?
Yeah. Come on, John. Have some fun.
I'm confused why they're asking about towels that don't belong to their hotel. That would make no sense.
Because a weirdo that doesn't work for them brought him to us.
But they
And
would
you guys-
know that.
Sure they would.
They would have
some
no
fun,
reason to
John.
ask about
Everything doesn't
towels.
have
I'm
to
just
make perfect
confused.
logical sense. It's just a
I'm
gag.
fine. You're fine. I was being quiet. You brought me into this.
Yeah, so there's no night servant boy.
Yes.
He got towels from somewhere and brought them to us. And they don't match the towels that we normally the
Can we investigate the towels?
run a black light over them.
I mean, do you guys
You
want to
can
go
see
back up
him
to your
from
room?
space.
Like, do they say
mean,
like?
yeah,
do
actually,
do
maybe
they
we
say
are.
Caesar Palace on there. You know.
Yeah, two of them say Bellagio though. Yeah. I mean, maybe we should go back up to our room. I have all my
Yeah, let's
stuff
go
on me,
check
so
it
don't
out.
try and take it.
Yeah. I don't. Tux keeps everything in his chest piece.
So, as you guys go back upstairs to check out these towels, you guys haven't seen them before. They're not. They definitely look like hotel towels, and they're kind of scratchy. but they're a slightly different color than all the other towels and the accoutrements you've been getting at this establishment.
Like because they were
Eggshell.
supposed to be a different color, or because they're nasty.
No, they're just like a different color. They're just like a off white color.
I was
It's like
hoping you. That was the only color I wish you wouldn't have said.
Eggshell. How's that?
No, like I was like
Taupe.
green, something that couldn't be caused by bodily fluids in large quantities.
Huh.
why is it so hot?
Because you're talking about jizz towels, it's doing it for you. Um, yeah, I guess should we go? Do we want to go up to the room? Do we care?
I mean, we can.
Sure. Do we see anything amiss in the room?
I mean, it would seem suspicious to us because we got people hunting us down and stuff, so we got to look into it.
Right.
I mean, these towels could be poisoned.
They could be bugged. They're bugged towels
Let's roll an investigation check on the towels.
on the towels.
I'm excited.
Shit.
That's a 7.
So the towels, they look like hotel towels. They're just a different color, kind of like a soft yellow color,
So
and they're just
Smell it.
different. It looks like they were all rolled and wrapped kind of by the same person. Like they were folded and then just like in a stack.
Would Chucks know these to belong to any other establishment in the city? Could I make the history check on that?
Sure, you can make a history check. I like a history check.
Also, do we see this guy, or
That
did he
is
just
a
see?
17.
Nice.
With the history check,
Or no, 18. Sorry, that went up.
That's right.
they look like towel-ass towels in your history check.
This guy
So
handed
they
us the
don't-
towels, right?
The type of you recognize the type of cotton is pretty much the same kind of it's the cheap cotton,
Right.
cheap wool from around the area, John. This is
Okay.
not special type of fabric or weave or anything.
So it's not known to any particular I don't know any particular establishment that would use this type of thing.
No.
Okay. Then I got nothing. There just seem to
the-
be towels.
What did this guy look like when he gave us our
Why
towels?
was this attendant worried about this? This seems very stupid.
What
I'm
What-
confused.
What did this guy look like when he gave us the towels?
He was wearing. You couldn't really see very much. He was wearing a black apron over most of his clothes, and then he had a beard and just like some messy hair, and he looked like a dude-ass dude to you.
Okay.
Do you have a name tag?
No.
Did it say
Black
Evil King's fuckboy?
No, I think I know
Okay.
what the name tag would have said.
Can we
if you
smell
had a
these
name
towels?
No, I would like. Well, yeah, you can do that. I want to unroll all these fucking towels and see if there's anything inside of them.
Yeah.
I
Well,
feel like that would have been part of the investigation check.
I'll
I feel
unroll-
like we would have opened them all up. We would have
Well, you
shaken
guys
them
got-
out.
Did you roll?
That's fine, but we didn't say that, and we rolled real shitty. So
Then we don't find anything. Or we take 20.
Did someone just roll a new stat?
Yeah.
yeah, can I just keep rolling till I get it good?
So when you you just unroll them and they look like very clean towels. They look like they were recently sterilized.
Nothing on them. Like nothing
On the
fell out of them
washboard.
or anything.
No
The new
notes
washboard
or
sterilization.
jeweled ring or dagger or anything.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Hunter to do one thing, and we can put this towel shit to bed. So when we were talking about this ring, and Hunter gave us a breakdown over everything he can do, he probably mentioned that he can detect magic. Hunter, do you detect anything fishy in the magical way on these towels?
You can do that as a ritual, so you
Right.
won't have to expend a spell
You can
slot.
just do that for free.
Okay.
He has to take 10 minutes to cast the ritual. So he spends 10 minutes, does some juju, says some magic words.
Makalaka hi, meka hi hey.
If it's magic, it would have an aura
Yeah.
of magical energy. Is there an aura, Austin?
There is.
All right.
Okay, what school of magic? Because that determines the color of the aura.
That
That is something you asked Austin that he was not prepared for.
So, do you want them to take off headphones and you can explain it to me and I can tell you what school of magic it is?
that would be fantastic, actually.
Okay. What what is going on here?
So
Hang on.
it's I think it's prestidigitation when you make something from nothing and they're just like
No, if you're making something from nothing, they would be conjured or they would be an illusion.
they're illusions. They
So-
are they're tactile illusions, but they're just magic. They're not real.
Okay, so then it is if you conjure it from nothing, that's conjuration. Transmutation would be you take this lighter and you make it a stake, and
Okay.
illusion is you create the illusion. Now, high level illusion can become tactile. I
Okay.
don't know exactly what spell, but you could say it has illusion magic.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay. You're good.
okay, come on back, Bess.
Okay. So I turned you guys down with my volume meter. It didn't do shit.
That's fine.
I didn't hear anything you said. I heard John
So,
say
Boz,
transmutation.
you can tell that this is illusory magic, and it.
We can't hear you right now, Austin.
He's not talking.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. He paused, so I was
Yeah.
confused.
It would be funny if Austin just started going like this.
Right. Yes, and so you can tell that these are essentially magically created towels that aren't they're not real towels. They're illusionary.
Okay. Let's take him out of the room and go give him to somebody.
Is it like in Wanted, where the stitching tells a story and how?
So
There
That's it.
there seems to be
Yeah.
a wizard that could be toying with us.
It seems that way. That is it's alarming.
It's most likely where that bandit got that ring.
Okay. I mean, sure. It's good
If
as
they're targeting us, that would make sense.
Do you think they could have perhaps like gotten it? I mean, it's not like we really discussed much, but do you think they could have gotten anything? Okay, first of all, let's fucking get rid of these goddamn towels so we can speak freely. So I'm gonna go give all these towels to like the front desk and be like, burn these if you can. They might be magic towels. And then I'm gonna come back to them.
okay, the towels are now down.
The towels are gone. And she comes back and she says, "Do you think that with the type of magic that was imbued upon the towels or whatever the fuck that they could have found out things about us? Like, do we need to find a new place to live?"
I would like to make an Arcana check to try to kind of discern what type of illusion spell could have been used, or what spell I believe might have been used to create those towels.
Sure.
Ugh.
I'm not gonna do that because I'm bad at that.
Okay.
11 total.
Baz, you're a magic guy. You do it.
Yep, I was just about to.
I mean, here's the thing.
Ugh.
Neither of you guys rolled particularly well, but this is also just a simple transfiguration spell. So like
Illusion spell.
yeah, like it's not a
Transmog.
Different school of magic.
it's a different school, illusionary and transfiguration.
Transmutation.
So,
Is, transmutation is like
transmutation
alchemy.
is changing this lighter into a stake.
Yeah.
Illusion is creating the stake out of a vision of the stake.
It's making the lighter look like a
Conjuration
steak.
is pulling a stake out of nothingness.
No, these were transfigured.
So
These were
so
made-
transmutation magic is what we
it was-
found on it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
That's what I told you to
2022, guys.
begin with.
Well, I got
This is like
okay.
where you describe all the stats with a tomato. It's like strength is how far you can throw tomatoes.
I'm right in how I'm explaining it, right?
Yeah, intelligence is
Okay.
knowing a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is
I'm
not
making
putting
sure I'm not
tomato in a
off
fruit
here, Ed.
salad. Nah, you're fine.
yeah. So you can tell that they were transfigured from a substance, and the substance is still the thing there. Whatever.
Well, here's the good thing. Based on that school of magic, Adam knows that they shouldn't really work as bugs, right? Because that would be more like divination.
Well, they would. It would have both auras of magic coming off of it if it was a bug.
Yeah. If it was like a broom bug, it should have divination. Did it have that?
Yeah. So if it had a scrying spell on it, it would have divination aura as well.
Now, what trips me up is why the towels? What was it shaped from? And could it turn back into that?
Well, I mean, whatever. They're not with us anymore, so fuck it.
It could be anything. Could be just something he grabbed in the hallway. The towels could have been an opportunity to get a look at us.
She
There
kind
could
of
also be something going on with the room.
she
It
kind
might
of
not be safe to come back here.
yeah she kind of leans in and says, "I'm with him. Perhaps next the following night, if we need to stay in town, we find it as our interview. We have the cash. We can stay wherever we want. We could probably rent a room in the goddamn castle for the money we have. So, um,
Actually, the castle's rates are about 47 gold
fucking
more
Yelp
than each
over
of us
here.
is currently
It's
All
like
right. So
like
when you guys-
shitty rates, but great room service.
So when you guys go back downstairs
Zaggins.
To leave to get to your meeting with the captain, you see the barmaid. She's looking out. She's holding like a handkerchief, and she's looking really confused at the handkerchief.
What the fuck?
And then she sees you guys, and then she says, "The towels that you handed me turned into this handkerchief."
I told you
That
to
makes
burn
perfect
those.
sense.
I told you to burn those. Why
Well,
did you not listen to me?
We're curious people around here.
Throw
You don't
them
have to
in
throw
the
away
fire.
the towel.
But Annette, that makes perfect sense. They were transfigured into towels
Cool. Like
by
I
some
mean,
sort of wizard that's
Okay.
infiltrated this hotel.
okay, but then maybe next time they transform into tigers and rip your fucking guts out. I would burn them.
That's what I
immediately.
was suggesting. I was like,
Like
why are we not worried about what these fucking towels turn into?
burn the shit out of the towels. Fire tends
Well, the
to kill
wizard
most
is not here to transfigure them again.
things.
How do you know he may be one of
He-
the towels?
He just made the towel into a handkerchief. The only other thing that would do that is scissors.
It was handkerchief. He made it towel. It is no longer towel because it reverted back to handkerchief.
I like how you're not using articles anymore. It was handkerchief, now is towel.
I don't know. It just happened.
No, I like it. It's kind of a cool thing that I think you should keep doing. But it makes
I
you
love
sound.
towel talk, by the way.
I love lamp. Miss, I really, really, really suggest you build some sort of barrel fire in the back and just burn the shit out of them.
Oh, okay.
I
You still
mean,
have them, right? You didn't give any out.
I get it. Like free towels would be great, less laundry to do, right? But
Yeah, loud and clear. And
Yeah.
she goes and she's got a candle with her, and she's going to the back.
cool.
Meanwhile, you hear screaming.
Right,
The fucking
right.
towels are burning because they're
Right.
animals.
Right. Right. You hear the fucking you hear the towels scream, and then you hear her scream, and then the whole building's on fire.
You
The whole
two
building
this
is actually
ridiculous thought of what magic does. You
Fuck,
should
no,
really
no.
get in the library and
You
study.
hear somebody screaming, "Why am I on fire?"
I'm not dead. I'm just badly
Because
burned.
you do not understand fire safety. That would be why.
All right.
And then just yell, "Stop, drop, and roll, bitch!"
No, she went took him outside and she just got a little bowl and then she just burned him in there.
Good,
And
good.
she just threw the ashes in the air.
Yeah. We're gonna before we
Oh no,
leave.
they turned into robots and everybody's dead because they're
No.
microscopic.
By the
Good
way,
campaign, everyone. Good campaign.
we
You guys
did it.
solved the riddle.
We won.
The whole time.
Yep.
So you guys then you guys turn around to go to leave to meet with the captain.
Yeah.
You guys wanna do something
We're
different?
we're taking all our shit with us because we ain't staying there again.
Yeah.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So let's go meet the captain.
All right, when you guys head over to the, well, I guess you guys don't know where the captain is.
Is she not? She's either going to be at her
She
house
would
or
have given us a meeting place because we had a meeting with her.
right, either there or the
Come
police
on now.
station.
She would have said, "Meet me here at this time."
Right, she requested
So-
this, not us.
You guys head down to the, I mean,
He's
they
look.
really-
I know. Fuck John, right? But he actually has a point this time.
Yeah, come on now. She set a meeting with us. We're not gonna go search for her throughout the town.
She's like, meet me on Friday.
Because
Good luck,
Austin wants to
fuckers.
do some funny role play. Fucking do that some other time. Figure it out.
That's not what I was.
Meet me at
I don't know
100
what it
Charming
is.
Avenue.
I'm just like she definitely would have told us
Fake
where to
Street.
meet her.
Yeah, she would have told you to meet her at the office.
Okay. Cool.
Which
So at the precinct down
Way
is the
down
one
there.
closer to the
down
docks.
here.
Yeah.
At the downtown location?
Yeah.
Going downtown.
Not the
All
uptown
right,
place.
so-
That place is shitty.
When you guys go down there, you guys also don't see any more of the like the blockades run. Things mostly seem back to normal. I don't know if you guys have been back to your place, but a lot of that is being knocked down and rebuilt, kind of thing.
I don't know that we care to go back there.
Did I get
Well,
an
yeah,
Did I get an
things
insurance payout from my house burning down?
Things are being repaired and stuff, right? So you guys go into the police station. You mentioned someone that you have a meeting with the captain, and you guys are on time because you guys know what time you're supposed to fucking be there. And the captain sees you in her office. Ah, yes, thank you. All right. Tux.
Yes, Captain.
I was really just we have most of what we need. It seems like we have the perpetrator, which story checks out, and we have the bounty. And we verified it, and everything seems weirdly enough. It's weird enough as it is, but it all seems to check out. Was there anything that you wanted to add to the report or anything?
I don't believe there's anything that I have to add unless you have questions that I may have answers to.
Well, the one question I had is these red sashes, as they're starting to be called, seem to be very interested in your compatriot here, and I of course mean you, Mr. Connery. What's your name?
Hunter.
Okay, Hunter. Yeah, John.
How would she know that they're interested in him? To her, it should look like they're interested in all three of us because we've been there every time they've attacked.
Eyewitnesses at the
Yeah.
different places that they all seem to were attacking John.
At the last
Okay.
one, they did kind of
Okay.
butt fuck him hard.
Okay,
I can
Well,
ride with
I
that.
was just.
They do seem to be interested.
It's a little
in-
loose, but okay.
They do seem to be interested, but we haven't actually caught any alive.
Yeah, we did.
Well, because the other thing, I had a discussion. Do you remember our first conversation, Hunter? when we
No.
brought you here.
By the way, he does, but he just wants her to repeat it.
So she said that you were brought in for questioning for a murder, and if you did murder that person, then she told you that their people would probably be coming after you.
Yes.
So that's the thing that you know. You know that if you did commit the murder that you committed, then their people might be seeking retribution against you. You don't
Well,
necessarily know why, but and then she offered you help, which then you were like, "Nah, I'm good, Joe."
I'm just a victim of circumstance. I guess pointy ears are all the rage right now.
Uh, yes. These red sashes. I have some reports, and she pulls this some dossier, like a not a dossier, but some more paperwork from a little binder. They aren't from this kingdom. From what we've been able to gather from other eyewitnesses, and doing some good old fashioned detective work. Um, it looks like they come from a kingdom to our east, which of course there's a lot of them. Um, Based off of some of the things they had and some of the money that they had minted, we think that they're Najaran, which is well, and if you look at this map right here,
Uh-huh.
the area that we think they're coming from, Najar, and we're not quite sure why they're after you, but we do know that they are, to put it lightly, enemies of the crown. They've been hijacking some of our shipments that have been going through the this passageway right here. And again, I'm not privy to too much. I'm probably going to put this in a report to the king and ask them, kind of what's going on. They might not even know that they've infiltrated the kingdom this far. Uh, to be honest, everything that I've looked at really gives me more questions than answers. Um, and to not put a too fine a point on it, it seems as if they are very interested in you. And I hope it's not too much of an assumption to you might be interested in finding out more about them.
Guys, what do you think?
I believe the captain is trying to get you to leave her in city and investigate them and take the danger away from her people.
You're half right there, Tux. You did a great job. The group that you led in this matter, but in this case, I would like to offer each of you a commission. You handled this very well, and I don't know really what you are looking for, but we certainly could use all the help we could get in this matter. And this is the most recent attack we've had on our anyone in our kingdom. I'm very interested in it, and I was hoping that since they were coming after you, it might give you your own motives, but also your own sense of urgency that I also share, and would be willing to give you guys a commission.
What are we talking?
You mean as far as money?
Well, you said commission.
Yes, a commission as an officer of of the realm, which doesn't come with much money. There'd be a daily stipend to cover
We
travel
would
expenses, uh, anything that you need, you'd be able to requisition most places that was here in the kingdom.
It's more about the perks and protections that come along with the power, correct?
I think that was directed at you, Hunter.
No, that was directed
No.
at the captain.
Oh, but you think so? Say that. What? Say it again.
It's not so much about money, so much as the power and protection that come along with working under your command. Yes.
Well, I mean that would be fine as well if you were a commissioned, essentially be a commissioned constable under my authority, carrying this out. Um, as you know, we do checks and we follow closely along, and everything that you guys did while you were here seemed to be above board. Um, there was
Could we be hired as mercenaries?
as private contractors, you mean? I don't like that term, but that is. If
Why would
that's,
you not like the correct term?
Well, one is it's a matter of perspective. If you understand me, there's a mercenary is hired for money, but a private contractor is also is in the chain of command and isn't just hired for money.
If you forgive me for just a moment, Tux, I believe what she's saying is that the word mercenary kind of has a dirty connotation to it. You know, it's hey, here's some money, go off these people.
I believe what she's saying is she wants to hire people to work under her set of rules. That is what a private contractor is. Well, a mercenary works under their rules for a set amount.
It's a fair difference, I would say. It would be nice to know the distinction and what you would expect of us.
I mean, yes,
Would that be correct, Captain?
that is a fair question. I don't really I didn't have any need to question any of your actions while you were uh, investigating the most recent incident, other than breaking laws of the kingdom. Do you think you would need to break laws of the kingdom, other than really killing people or stealing people's stuff without giving them fair compensation?
I
There's
don't
really
think
not-
we plan on breaking laws.
Well, then.
But I don't think we need a contract with extra rules.
Well, with the contract comes, with those being under my chain of command, also comes the authority with this office and the privileges that that holds.
And more areas for you to cut our pay and stipend us with your other perks.
Well, I mean, you can always say no, and then you guys can go figure out. We'll look at other avenues of investigating these red sashes if you're not interested.
We can discuss it as a group.
There
Do,
was
you have,
one,
do
there
any of you
was,
have more questions?
there was one other question I did have. Somewhat of a hypothetical I would like to pose to you. And she's looking at you, Tux. It seems some documents were stolen from my house the morning of the attack. And it seems that you were at my house during the robbery, from best we can determine. Now,
I did not. I was at your house during the attack. I do not remember a robbery taking place.
Well, the robbery
To
was
my
done
knowledge.
extremely skillfully. Somebody with small, slight hands. That's not the point. The point is that there were some documents taken from my vault that I care about, and some that I don't. I never failed to, hypothetically, of course. No, I would never accuse your team of doing anything. Let's just say that there was some uncomfortable. If there were some uncomfortable letters in that were found, I might not mind too much those taking that weight off of my shoulders, as long as they didn't show up in my city again. Whereas, perchance some other documents that would be somewhat difficult for anyone outside the government to read, but that we rely on, if those were returned, the investigation, as far as I'm concerned, would be closed. Hypothetically.
Insight check on all that,
Yeah.
please,
Yep.
and thank you. 23.
With advantage, I got a 15.
All right.
Wow.
That's good
So
enough.
yes, all of you guys, you can tell she's uncomfortable because she's telling the truth. You can
Okay.
tell what she's saying makes her very uncomfortable, because of like the subject matter. But she's not hiding anything, and she's not deceptive at all. Especially with that 23.
And just to be clear, the things that she said, if they left the city, she'd be cool with, I'm assuming is the romantic stuff.
Yeah.
And these
She
things,
wants the coded
she wants the
documents.
coded shit back.
Yeah.
Which,
yeah.
do we have that?
Yes.
Okay. I figured we did, since, the scheduling didn't work out with Scott. We just got that shit.
Well, because the idea was that, well, the last time you guys were all together, and there was the fight that you guys went into, that Varys went in first, and Tux had all that.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys didn't want to send
No.
Varys off by himself, so Tux
Right.
was holding
That's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we did have all the shit on our. Well, I mean, fuck, it's in the room with her, which is super funny to me. Okay. Well then, cool. Tux, you're kind of in this conversation. I'm not gonna step on your toes.
Tux.
Like, she's only really talking to me, so that's
Right? Yeah. Keep going. I just wanted to
Yes.
get the insight in here.
So, if these hypothetical government documents were returned, anything else that was found, especially if it was any sort of personal nature, I would be fine if those were never seen of again, as far as I'm concerned. But you did mention that you wanted to talk to your compatriots. Would you like to do so in my office, or would you like to find another place?
Captain, if I may,
look to them.
Captain, if I may just interrupt, I feel like we've built a nice working relationship here. Can you tell me about these things you would like back, just in case we stumble across the person or persons that may have them? Any information you can give me would be helpful.
Absolutely, Annette. That's a great question. Most of them are ledgers. Some of them are for the payment ledgers. Some of them are just supplies. She pulls out like a little binder, and she says, she looks down and she says, looks like most of what was taken was things that I just hadn't gotten a chance to go over yet. Mostly city business and local government things, which is what the coding is used for, so that if someone, like, for instance, the Red Sashes, were to get a hold of, they'd be able to continue to hit those supply lines, which is one reason why we had to start coding even our basic orders and such.
That is fair. Can you perhaps give us any insight onto the codes themselves? If we come across them, we may recognize them, so we can return them to you, or...
Well, all the codes look very similar. Most of the codes are written by people using different machines and different things. I don't know if she'd say machines, maybe contraptions, or
Right.
really, you wouldn't notice looking at them if they were different, because they're all standardized.
Okay.
But I mean, generally speaking, any coded documents you see out of ministry possession would be of high concern or high value to my office, because that is how my office functions.
I presume these would be above our pay grade as well, yes, as it were?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially given your hesitancy of working for the government.
No, that is fair. Then I will not even insult you by asking for some sort of key to where, if we were to find them, we may know them by seeing them.
Right. Yes, I understand. Was there any other questions?
I have none. Gentlemen, do you want to take some time and discuss what we would like to do here?
Yep.
Definitely.
Okay. We will we will return to you. Are you going to be here for the next hour or so?
Yes, I will still be here until around lunchtime. Yes.
Okay. Well, we will be back shortly. Yes, that fine with you boys?
Yeah,
Yep.
that's all. Right.
All right. So let's take a walk. Find a shady spot to, and by shady spot I mean a quiet
Like
spot.
dark alley.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like really where there's just the crackiest of crackheads.
And then Tux just scares him off because he's big,
Yeah.
and we
He
have to
pretends to be some
fucking
psychotic drug hallucinogenic break. Um,
No, he just goes up to him and says, "Hello, my name is Tux," and they run.
leave now. This is what crack does.
Like,
So-
damn, I want to turn it to a bigger scare them.
Is that a robot? Get the fuck out of here!
What's
And
a
if he
robot?
gets big, they're
Right,
gonna fucking take off.
the other guy's just been smoking weed. Like, what's a robot, dude? So
Dang,
presumably,
I smoked PCP today.
turn the lights off, Joe Rogan. So we find a quiet spot. What you want to do, boys? I don't think she is on to us.
I think she knows.
Yeah, I think she knows.
I think she knows for certain.
That we took her stuff?
Yeah.
Yes, and she's giving us an opportunity to return it.
Okay, Austin.
Actually, Tux would not know that.
From
Tux would not have
that
read
23 insight
But
check, did I get that
100%.
vibe? That she thinks it's us?
You would know that she was honest about the things that she said.
But
I got
didn't
that vibe.
I don't know if you get that
So
from an inside check.
100%.
see. I didn't get that vibe.
I got that vibe 100% because of the words she said. I
But
would
it's-
hope, just like I would talk to my kids, I would hope if anyone finds it,
Yeah.
they will
So
return it.
let me turn around.
Otherwise, she shouldn't have said that.
Here's the thing, Adam.
'Cause
Here's the
that's-
thing, real quick. So this will clarify it. So, in our vernacular of our generation of our people, we would use words like, hypothetically speaking, if someone found this, player wise,
Right.
Oh, right. Now
Yeah.
we can say that in this world, she would have used similar vernacular that you would
Well,
understood
okay.
the same thing. Players
See,
did.
So
what gave
then,
me-
yes, I did get that vibe. Is what you're saying?
Well, look, what made me feel that way?
We got the vibe that she knows we did it, right?
That
I mean,
No,
that's,
well, what gave me that the reason why I came to that conclusion is because also if she's being very calm about getting his stuff back, it's probably because she needs our help.
I mean, so
But it,
I
Austin, like if we figure it out, you could just say yes. It doesn't hurt the narrative. It
Oh,
actually
yeah.
makes it easier for us to role play forward.
sure. Okay, that's fair. Yes.
Yeah,
That is
like-
what
Okay.
was-
You're trying to like I don't know what
No.
reveal we're gonna get when we know that's what it is.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
20
I mean,
sessions
sure.
from now,
Okay,
it's
no,
not
no.
gonna pay
Yeah.
off.
that's
Boz
cool.
hit
Yeah.
the nail on the head.
Yeah.
That's fine. Okay. Look, she then Annette's gonna say, "Look, I'm a pretty simple person. I can't really afford to go. Can't go to prison. I mean, I won't make it in there with just these." And she like holds up her bare hands. She's like,
Do we
But
do
if-
we even want to work for the captain at this point? Or think it's worth trying?
"Well, here's the reason I think it is worth trying. I think we get to the bottom of why they're trying to kill our friend."
We can investigate that. With or without the captain's
That's very fair.
backing.
I guess here's the ultimate question. Do you want to give her the things?
honestly
benefit
don't
of keeping
care
them?
about any of it now, any of the things at this point. What connection do we really have to them? They've seemed to cause nothing but trouble. They don't seem to have near the value we thought they might.
Well, we did tell Lady Varana that we would use them to. I suppose we could keep the parts that the captain didn't care about. Those are really the pieces we need to help her build her forces. But if we want to give her the coded things back, then sure. But what consequences do that bring?
That is what we do not know.
This is what I am
We-
asking.
We could
I mean, what
turn her down.
I'm wondering
Leave.
is if we give her this shit and we're heading to a fucking trap.
Exactly. It seems very simple. I mean, think about the laws, how the laws have been around here, Tux. It's been very martial. It's been almost totalitarian.
But
It's
that shouldn't necessarily be everywhere.
it's not the way it should be, no, but it's the way it's been.
No, here in the city, but everywhere in the kingdom. Are you? Well, I don't get what you're saying. Are you saying like right now or
Right,
recently?
no.
Governmentarily, I'm confused.
So what she's saying is that the government's been pretty iron fisty here, right?
recently.
So yeah. So
Okay.
and what Boz was saying is, if we
Yes.
hand this shit over, is it a trap? And I have the same concerns. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I don't want to hand it over.
right? Well, I
Yeah,
thought
that-
like 2
that's what
seconds
Tux
ago,
is saying.
I thought both of you guys were like, let's give it to her.
Tux is saying he doesn't think we should work with the captain at all.
Okay, that I'm fine
Yeah. Tux is wondering, do we want to just not work the captain or king, leave Waterdeep, go handle the shit that's following Hunter, take care of that, and then decide even if we care about the queen after that?
with. I am in love with that plan.
Yeah.
That's
Now-
me laying it out, not as Tux.
Yep, and no, and I am 100%
But I think
behind
that's
that.
easier than trying to get all
It
that
is.
out in
It
Tux
is.
speak.
It is. Sometimes it's
That's
easier to
gonna take
just do
forever.
this shit out of character. I
Yes.
understand. I love fucking role playing. Don't get me wrong, but
Oh
yeah, I like that.
We just have a lot of shit that other people need us to help.
We got a
out.
lot of plates.
Yeah, we got
spinning.
we got to
But we
make a
gotta fix-
decision.
We got to
Yeah.
fix home first.
Right.
Yep.
You gotta
Right.
take care of us. You gotta put the
Yeah.
mask on yourself before you can put it on a child.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I say we turn her down because also I don't mind the idea of working for her, doing jobs for her from time to time. I don't like signing her contracts, taking her crap pay, and her freaking wanting us to be lieutenants in the captain's guard. I don't want a 9 to 5.
It
No,
has a
fuck
cer-
that.
Right. It
like,
has a certain
I don't
lack
want a 9
of freedom.
to 5. We
Yeah.
we left the docks to not have a
Hey.
9 to 5.
Hey, John, do you know what a highwayman was?
Kind of, sort of, but still.
That's more what she's thinking of. She's like,
Yeah.
the commission would be like,
But-
you're not commissioned where you're like you're not in the military where you have like an officer's commission. A highwayman was usually working for the governor to hunt someone down or to do something, and they had like a special jurisdiction, which is the same thing a constable does. The constable has
Yeah, but it's a job.
Well,
I think that's so.
the
Like
highwayman
he's
they didn't have a place where they went to. There wasn't a 9 to 5. It was basically, hey, go try and catch this person using almost any means that you want, and expense what you need to do it.
yes, but
I'm
he
just trying to
wouldn't
give
know
you
if that
a
would be.
proper expectation of
I-
what she
I-
was.
Yeah.
I think, but Tux just doesn't want an employer at all.
Not necessarily. If Tux is willing to work for and with people, he's not willing to be like. He already feels like he's not that she makes him feel that way, but he is tied to a net, and he's not necessarily going to be owned by anyone else. I don't know. Yeah, like a job is not what he's because we worked at the docks. We did the
Right.
job.
Yeah, he's been looking for freedom and adventure,
Yeah.
not a job, which you
Yeah.
can get an adventure with a job, but We can also
Even if the job's adventurous, even if you're the park ranger in the biggest mountainous national park in the world, it's still you have to put on a uniform. You have to go there.
you
every
still
day.
gotta do fire checks and shit. Um,
Yeah,
and what I think what he's getting at is the most important thing he's getting at is that we can go do the shit we want to do
yeah,
without her and her orders.
yeah.
No, well, it's true, but you guys also saw what it was like when you were in the town, and you had
That
that
was in the
writ of
kingdom right
permission.
after an attack.
Right.
Well, still, you were able to
And
go pretty much
we
anywhere,
would also be out of their jurisdiction at this point.
but you would be operating under the jurisdiction of the captain, the High Captain of Waterdeep, which
I
jurisdiction goes pretty far,
Is that
and
gonna?
it essentially you're still an agent of the crown, even if you're not in. But your
I
jurisdiction would be for wherever you needed to go and find
Well,
this other. Because I
then
mean, she's also
is
asked
she
to
gonna
go to
hire
the.
us as a mercenary or not? Like, we
Well, I
want
guess
high
it
pay.
is-
We, we we're unionizing, baby. Like,
well, but, sure, but I mean, I think some of it is you're making some assumptions again about what expectations she would have on you.
no, but it is really the, like he's saying, the job being tied to him. Like, okay, you this isn't gonna make any sense to you or Baz, but the whole independent contractor, that's like a wrestling and UFC pay issue that is hardcore affects the world right now. So like independent contractors are typically taken advantage of. They're giving a couple small perks, and then they're paid dog shit for something should get paid a lot more for.
it's
So
I
it
mean
is
yeah.
something that Tux would even see and probably know as a process that the crown uses to pay people less money, and he would know that we are valued more than that.
I mean, is it really even about the cash at this point?
Not really.
It's more about
I mean, it's the
the
freedom.
idea, yeah, the
The
idea
freedom.
of servitude or being
Yeah,
under somebody's command that
yeah,
seems off-putting.
it is
It's the Sokovia Accords.
because we're adventurers. I'm not working for you. I'll do a job for you if you want my help with this thing. We'll go help you, but I ain't signing on your dotted line. I'll help you out. If you want to give me your extra power so I can do it faster, you can do that. But I'm gonna go do it regardless, and it's up to you if you want to give me the power to do it faster. I say that's the route we take. I say that's I would even say Annette might take up that route. Like Tux would even like say he would like her to. He feels uncomfortable trying to negotiate. Like he doesn't know how to get the captain to give us what we want. Maybe Annette can talk her into it.
I mean, I'll try and talk anybody into anything.
Would you rather just be hired as like independent contractors?
No, I'm saying like a mercenary. Like
Well,
you.
yeah, but we'll term it something differently, I guess.
Well, it's like no, it's like she's basically wanting us to pledge fealty to her king and her and work for her.
Yeah.
That's what she's wanting. We're not doing that.
No.
We're not bending the knee. Is that about right, Austin?
I'm just
Is
waiting
that,
for you guys to say what you want to do. No, you I mean, 100%. I get what you guys are saying, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting for. I mean, I
yeah.
don't know what the fuck Adam's doing over there, but
I
like
don't
you
know.
guys are just sort
I've
of talking.
I've
drinking
been
some
listening the whole time.
beers. Yeah, I get
I've
it.
heard
You guys
everything.
are just drinking some beers,
So what are we doing?
talking about stuff. Uh,
Okay, so I mean, I like I said earlier, you said we can go investigate shit on our own without
Yeah.
her shit, and that's what I'm down for.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Now,
If she wants to offer us something on the way out the door, that's up to her.
right now, the only other thing I think we have to decide is what to do with this shit. Are we giving it all to her? What are we doing?
I say we burn it all tonight when we're camping outside of town.
Even the
Every
coded
last
shit.
stitch of it. We could burn it all. Just burn it all.
Yeah, I mean,
It may be worth more headache than it is.
at least if we do that, it's not falling into the wrong hands.
Yeah.
So
It can't incriminate us further because we don't have it on us anymore.
how do you,
And it can't do any more good or bad to anybody. It's
Boz?
gone.
How do you feel about that?
Honestly, I'm on the fence about it, but if I'm cool with voting. If it's 2 to 3, I'm fine.
What's your the other option is to just give it to her?
No, not at all. I'm just
Oh,
saying not to destroy all of it. But that's just me. I'm just
right.
Because
just in
we
case.
found out that this king is not like a good guy, so why would we
Yeah.
want to work for him?
No, I
And,
don't
like,
think
we
that's
wanted to try to get some information from her, and I'm willing to work with her, but I'm not willing to like bend the knee and work under her.
sure. I'm cool with that.
Like
And we can talk
that
about this
was
when we leave
never what he was trying.
when
to
we
do
leave
with her.
town before we burn anything. But we need to decide if we're gonna keep the shit about their romance. Because if we are gonna help out Verana, we're gonna need that shit.
No, because she said it's okay if we destroy it as well.
Aren't we gonna need that to help with the protection for her houses? I mean, we have her ring and shit, but
We have her ring, and she wants us to talk to them and talk to them in her favor. That information could sway some of them to turn against her, and it may sway some of them for her. Who knows what kind of freaks there are out there? But it's not necessarily going to be helpful in any way.
well, we can cross that bridge when it comes time to burn the shit. But I
Because I
think
believe she did say to burn it was an option, right, Austin?
Oh yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, fuck. If she says burn it, then we can fucking burn it. Okay, so yeah, I think we've come to the decision, yes, that we're not going to work for the captain, and we're going to leave town. Well, we don't have to tell her shit, but we're just not. We're going to turn her down, and then we'll see what happens after that, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So we go back.
All right, you guys.
Tux,
head
do you
back
want
to-
to? We would have discussed this beforehand, but Tux, do you want to lead this turning her down, or do you want one of us to do it?
I can lead it, but
Okay.
I feel like if she continues questioning, could you take over?
I will hop in, my friend, if things get a little rocky.
Thank you.
All right, you guys go back to the police station. You say that ask if the captain's available. She goes back and shows you guys in. Ah, yes, Tux. Thank you for being so quick. Please sit down. And she closes the door and then sits down. In her office, it's the same office you guys remember. The blinds are open. Like whatever kind of blinds they would have. So there's the windows are fully open. You guys can see people going back and forth and whatnot. And she closes the door and then sits down and says, "So what are your thoughts, Tux?"
We have decided that we are not willing to work under those parameters. We will have to investigate my friend's well-being on our own.
I'm sorry to hear that. She stands up, and then she goes and paces a little bit around her desk, and she says, "Well, there is one more option. It's not my first choice, but I mean, essentially, you guys, if you guys wouldn't mind, we should say, if you do find any information that you gather relevant to this or anything relevant to the Sword Coast, and you were to respond back to that, or you were to send that information to me, I would.
If I were to find anything that would be detrimental to the city of Waterdeep, as a prospective citizen of the city, I would be bound to let you know.
I don't really know how to say this other than just saying it. I'm not very good at this part
You should
uh,
know that.
of statecraft. Um, I'm asking you to be spies. I can't give you the authority if you don't sign the dotted line, as it were. But if you don't want the protection, then and I have, should we say, plausible deniability, I could still help you out, open some doors here and there, because our interests are aligned.
Isn't it
And
better if spies do not lead back to you?
it generally is. That's true. That's part of where trust comes in.
So if they're under your employ, they're always going to lead back to you.
Well, if I mean, not really. Uh, this would be a unique instance. I understand your hesitancy of
No, he's liking the idea of working as a non underneath her thumb spy, saying she should use that more often.
well, it's not something that's generally encouraged.
That's kind of what he's hinting at, what
It's
he's trying
generally
to
not
get
encouraged
across.
in the realm between kingdoms. Spies are generally executed, as you might be aware. I don't know.
Well, yes, but throughout histories, all civilizations have spied on every civilization near them. Every monarchy, hierarchy, every noble spies on everyone. Everyone knows this. It's in every history book. Do you not read, Captain?
I do read. Most people sometimes don't find the time to read, and I don't like to make assumptions, sir. So there's really not much more to it. She she pulls out uh, her like her briefcase essentially, and she pulls a coin out, and it's a coin essentially of her emblem in office, and she waves her hand over it. Those of you with magic would recognize it. That she's. I mean, uh, I'm not trying to do anything special or fancy with it. She just sort of does like she changes a little bit some of the numbers like on the coin or whatever. Uh, like physically changes the coins, the numbers, to a different sequence essentially. Right? It's a so this coin will if you show this to others of captain or higher and tell them that you are a friend helping when you can, it may open some doors to you and help information get back to me quicker. I would like there to be a show of trust going both ways, though. You have done me a service, but I would like those coded documents back. And she's looking right at you, Tux. Like,
Tux is like pausing.
I actually need to go the restroom for a moment. If you guys would stay here.
No, he's not pausing for that. I thought Annette was going to jump in.
I didn't know you wanted me to jump in.
So
Yeah,
Instead, he's pausing. He's like waiting for you to fucking take over because she's asking about the shit. Like, you gotta lie for me.
That's fine. I will gladly jump in.
Yeah, because we had that plan before. That's why I was waiting.
I
And
understand.
you're missing the cue.
Well, no,
Hey.
that's fine. She goes to the captain goes to the blinds and closes them, and then closes the door for a minute.
Captain.
So you guys are alone in her office with the blinds closed.
Okay, what were you gonna say, boss?
I was gonna be a smartass and purposely say, look, and pointed at Annette and me, we can't give you what we don't have.
Yeah, I mean, I can totally do that. Like, because I realize what she's doing. She's doing the, I'm gonna close my eyes if my
Yeah.
stapler ends up back on my desk. No one's to
Yeah.
blame. Like I get that.
Yeah.
Do you guys
see, I don't
want
want to work for that person at
So
all.
I actually have to go pee, so I'll be right back.
All
I
right,
want to work
cool.
for my mom.
Well, like
Like-
she here's the thing. She's giving us the fucking out. Why not take
She
it?
is.
And we just
But
leave.
if that's real, we could. Yeah.
Or while she's in the bathroom, we leave. And then if she gets mad at us, I'll take over. I can work that.
Yeah.
What do you guys want to do?
What do you guys want to do? I'm down for whatever.
Do you want to? We should like hide the documents like somewhere she would never find them.
That's on you.
I don't trust working for her.
I don't either.
I don't trust working for her either.
Well,
I really don't.
Then I'll lie through this shit. Hey,
Yeah.
Buzz, I'm gonna take a guidance on the first lie though. So
Cast guidance.
I'm
real
gonna high
Cast
five
it now.
you.
You cast it while she's still out of the room.
Yep.
Okay.
And we'll have it on this recording so Austin can be like, you didn't do that. There you go. That's good proof.
What the hell are you guys mumbling about over here?
We're casting spells.
We're waiting for her to come back. And it's gonna look exactly like it did. And does she come back?
Yeah, she comes back.
Austin, was there a dog that has a sweater on behind you?
Because the dog is cold,
I
man.
mean,
Hey,
I don't think Annette appreciates being treated like a child at this point either.
No, I mean it's
all right.
fine.
So she walks back in the office and sits down and crosses her hands and looks at you three.
I'm guessing there's some sort of mild disappointment on her face.
No, she's just looking at you guys.
Okay. She says, Captain, you seem to be insinuating that you think we have these things. And sadly, for you, we do not. I am very sorry that your things were broken into. And I hope that you can get your things returned, but we are not the people you are looking for. Do you want a lie, a deception check?
No, she looks at Tux and says, "Is that true, Tux? Did you not take these?
I did not take any of those documents, Captain.
Captain,
Did you by
you,
chance?
Captain,
have
you
you-
said you saw him up front during the robbery. How could he have taken them?
That's true. Minister Avi did say that you were very literal.
Yeah, we're not the people you're looking for.
I was simply trying to inform your guards that there was an injured child nearby that needed their help. They would not help me.
So you had no part of the robbery and didn't know of the robbery, Tux.
I do not know of any robbery.
I'm very disappointed to hear that.
Are you not going to call for any checks? Like, you can't. She can't just make assumptions without insight on a deception. Like, that's you making assumptions on knowing we're lying. You
Right.
can't do that. You can't do that.
I mean, that's the whole reason I was lying to her in the first place, because I'm good at it.
You have to roll. You have to roll insight and beat our deception to be able to even know we're lying. She can't know we're lying, even if all signs point to us. We can lie our way out of it. That's the whole point of D&D. Like,
I mean, she could just be making assumptions, but yes, that's fine.
we should have an option to lie and convince her that that she'll trust us because we're that good at fucking lying. That's like the fun of being a liar in D&D.
So how would we?
I lied.
Adam would roll a deception
I
'cause he
lied
lied through his
first.
teeth.
I did. I straight up
Yeah.
lied to her.
And she would have to roll insight on that. If she still wanted to ask Tux, then I would roll deception as well.
Here's this. Plus this. I got a 26 on my deception because Boz cast guidance on me while she was out of the room.
That's handy.
Yeah, well, that was the whole point. Unfortunately, Tux does not have said guidance.
Oh, but I got something else.
I know you do. But yeah, so, I mean, It's now it's
Plus
your
0.
Yeah.
either
You
your
got, and it's
insight
Engorgeous.
or whatever DC you set, because that's the way I would do it if I didn't have a stat block. To
And a
see if she
26.
believes a 26.
Uh, yes, she believes that she believes in 26.
Okay.
And John, try to contain yourself and realize that there's other steps forward. So I will be brief with this part so that we can get to the part where it makes sense to your brain. All right.
Okay.
So she stands up and says, "That's very unfortunate." She stands up, opens the door. Guards come in and take you to a holding cell. All three of you. You stay there overnight. You guys are let out in the morning, and in the morning, Tux. Well, I guess not Tux. Probably Annette.
Are we
Annette.
not explained to at any point what's going on?
No, it all
Doesn't
happens.
sound
Then we
like it.
would break out, right?
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
Uh,
should we have that discussion though?
you're told that you're being held overnight for questioning in the morning.
So we're not really under arrest. We're just held for questioning.
Why is it
In
waiting
the
till the morning? Like,
so in the middle of the night,
In
They're
the
probably
middle of the
trying. They're
night.
probably trying to get us to. They're probably just trying to sweat us.
in the middle of the night, a guard walks up to your gate, right, your cell,
Mm-hmm.
and unlocks it and places a coin on the cell, and then walks out of the door and leaves the door open.
Okay. Hang tight. I question before you get any further.
So okay, go
Wait,
ahead.
wait. Can just let me give me one question. This
Sure.
coin, there was some kind of coin to do with Riggs's dude, right? Like Riggs's dude had a coin.
Riggs?
The pirate captain.
The
Somebody
captain?
gave me and Tux a coin like way
Oh,
back.
those were gold coins that were just minted a little differently.
So this is not the same thing.
This is the coin the captain held in her hand.
Right. Okay.
For you.
I was just making sure that this wasn't some kind of like signal like, hey. Okay.
Right. And then as you guys, would you guys take the coin and then possibly leave?
I mean,
Because and the doors are all open.
I mean, if we want to keep, are we gonna stick to these? Are we gonna stick to these guns, or we
Because
just want to fucking
as
blow
you guys are
town?
leaving, you guys see the
like,
captain outside, and the captain
Well,
then
we
says,
we didn't decide to leave yet.
"Well, I mean, that's what I
well,
was trying to."
like,
Because John can't think two steps ahead. It has to make
what?
logical sense in this moment. She
No,
doesn't
but why?
want everyone to know that you guys are working for her. You guys are spies. She
Why
doesn't
do you
want them to know it.
like? Why wouldn't it just be cool, and then we leave and we don't come back? Like, whatever. We'll leave. Like, I don't know what we're doing here.
No, I think
It seems like a bunch of extra steps. Waiting an extra day. Like it. Like, I don't get
no.
any.
Well, here I think
I
here's
think it's
the
just theatrics for the sake of theatrics.
here's the I think we're at an impasse here.
Like,
So,
that's what I'm confused
hang
by.
tight. I'm
Well, I
gonna
mean,
Like, is she a Bond villain?
like.
that's I don't know.
Well,
If that
it's not.
like, I don't know. I'm confused.
well, like.
That's where I'm
Okay,
confused by it.
I think where the
Just
the
me.
the,
Just
con- the
me.
confusion is like it's like we we didn't know that we wanted to work for her because we don't know her motives.
And we didn't even agree to work for her. We just
No, hang on.
we were still discussing it.
We don't know her motives. We were gonna go investigate this shit anyway, just with freedom. And like the vibes I'm getting is that basically just from Austin is that working for her is a good thing because it's what we're doing anyway. And now like it's making me think that she's on the side of right in a really fucking metagamey sense.
Well, I mean, for the most part, I was just trying to get to a different point by 10 because everything
No,
we
I
just took.
I get it,
And
but
I
like,
mean, we can go back to the point in our office and say that we can we can close the night where you guys just said no, and then we can start up from tomorrow and we can take it step by step.
no, that's fine.
That's really just what I was trying to do in my own
No,
head.
no, I get it,
Yeah.
but like, I, I, I think that we should like fucking discuss this though, because like,
Yeah.
Well, I mean, because she sets you free, and you guys have the coin. You guys could throw the coin away.
and
She doesn't.
we
Because
know.
basically, it needs to be plausible deniability for both sides. She never hired you, and you never worked for her.
No,
But
and I understand that, but like, if let here's
Are we
do
also getting compensation for
just
doing this
no,
because
no,
we're working
hang
for her?
no, no, no,
Like,
fuck that
that's the
question.
whole,
Hang
like,
on,
what's
hang
going
on,
on?
hang on, hang on, hang fuck that
Like,
question.
it's
Not
confusing.
not fuck the question because it can be asked again. Here's the thing, Austin. We don't trust this chick as far as we can throw her.
No.
I
So
mean, I'm
like,
sure.
and you know her motivations. I'm actually gonna shut our recording down because I think we're just gonna get